Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Hello and welcome to Tumbleweeds and TV Cowboys. My name is Hunter. In this podcast, I'll be joined by a different guest each week to discuss a classic Western movie or TV show. I've been a fan of classic Westerns for as long as I can remember, and in recent years, they've become very nostalgic for me. I love the aesthetic, the tropes, and I love seeing different filmmakers' takes on them. At their best, they're incredibly entertaining, rewatchable, and some of my all-time favorite movies are Westerns. We'll mostly focus on Western movies made in Hollywood, but we'll also be covering spaghetti Westerns, and one thing I'm very excited to get into are Western TV shows. I've got some amazing guests coming on the show, film professors, historians, and podcasters. And Tumbleweeds and TV Cowboys is part of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network, and many guests on the show will be from other shows on the network. Thanks for listening.
We're in Way Media. To Midnight Viewing, the horror anthology podcast, where this season we're talking about George A. Romero's 1980s television series Tales from the Darkside. I'm Father Malone. Sharing the Midnight View with me are the projection booth's Mike White.
I say good riddance to them. The dames, we're better off without them.
And the culture cast Chris Stachiw.
You guys tried the gray stuff? It's delicious.
Tonight,
don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
Oh my God. No, that's true. Tonight, we are taking a look at two episodes from season 3. Those are Everybody Needs a Little Love and Auld Acquaintances. Auld Acquaintances. Everybody Needs a Little Love, season 3, episode number 17. This originally aired on February the 22nd, 1987. Clearly, they intended it as their Valentine's episode, and they missed the mark. This one is written by John Harrison, credited to John Sutherland, from a story by Robert Bloch and directed by John Harrison, credited to John Sutherland again, starring Jerry Orbach, Richard Portnow, Phil Lenkowski, and as Estelle, Teresa Jones. This is a film noir account of a lonely divorced man who's a millionaire today as the creator of the real doll. What'd you think of this one, Mike?
Oh boy, mannequins coming to life, but not really, but kind of, but yes, but no. But I'm talking to the camera. Feels very, what was that? As crazy as a soup sandwich?
Yeah.
My God, I love Jerry Orbach. I really like Richard Portnow. What the fuck are they doing in this episode? This was something. This felt like a very old tale, maybe because of Bloch's influence. Bloch's original short story just felt very old, obviously setting it in film noir times. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, other than maybe to show guys wearing socks and suspenders. This was I was not happy with this episode whatsoever, especially because I could see everything coming a mile before it actually happened. And yeah, it just didn't do it for me. How about you, Chris? What'd you think of this one?
You guys ever look at Jerry Orbach and think he just looks like a anthropomorphized candle?
On
May
occasion.
On
Yes.
occasion. It's really hard for me to see Jerry Orbach now and not see his like half profile and not just be like, that's the candle from Beauty and the Beast. God damn it. Like
It's
and
been
again,
years and we're obsessed.
Amen. I think this episode is fine. I don't know. Two dudes hanging out with a mannequin. Just what? Like what the fucking what? It just
Okay,
but,
reminder,
like,
Sunday
fever-
nights at 7. This is family hour. Go ahead.
Great. Oh, it's a family hour, all right. If your family is fucked in the head, I don't know what the intention behind this episode was, because by the end of it, I'm just like, yeah, all right. So she murdered him and he got framed for it. Like, to what end and who fucking cares? I don't know. Like, it's for me. We've seen episodes like this before in both this show and other shows, going as far back as Tales from the Crypt, and they haven't worked. Anytime they've done them, and this is yet another example of don't talk to the camera and don't try to mix tones in a way that just doesn't work. I also would like to point out how many of these goddamn noir episodes have we seen of these shows that have not worked also? And also, weirdly enough, we've not only had noir episodes, but we've had weird fiction and noir mixed together in some of these episodes, because one of those things wasn't enough to fucking ruin. They had to ruin 2 or 3 things at once. It's a shame that this is Jerry Orbach's only time on the show, because he's a great actor. He can sing really well too. But I found this episode to be just meandering, even for 23 minutes.
And they did mannequins right in the After Hours, the old Twilight Zone episode, because it was a twist we weren't expecting. Oh, she was a mannequin the whole time. Great. But this? Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you, Father Malone.
No, not at all. No, and look, we've seen mannequins in every anthology series we've covered. In fact, it's curious to me now that we're this far into the 3rd season of Tales from the Darkside, that in each of the series that we've covered up until now, by season 3, we've all seen the same couple of episodes. It seems by season 3, now is when we're going to start really just hitting the same tropes as all of the other series, because now we've got our mannequin episode. The next one is in the next few episodes anyway. It's going to, I think, become even more evident. This is set in the 50s because John Harrison wanted to do a noir episode, clearly. And it is shot well. He went to great pains to light this whole thing. It's good. It feels like a nice little short film. However, you know what? I was with it for a while because it's so weird. It's so weird for these two guys meeting in a bar and, hey, I want to go have a good time with a dame. Come with me. No, I don't feel like doing that. No, it's not like that. It's going to be different. And then, so Jerry Orbach is basically saying at the beginning of the episode, I don't want to go have a sex with a prostitute with you. And he's like, no, it's not going to be like that. Instead, we're going to go break into my store and we're going to steal a mannequin and go back to and like at no point does he bail before they get to the apartment. In fact, he seems to have a really good time in the apartment with the mannequin. I don't know. These two guys are interesting characters to begin with. But then where do we go from there? Yeah, it's like he comes back and the guy's weirder and he seems more attached to the fucking thing. And then eventually the thing kills him and runs away. Okay. Yeah, I'm no fan of over-explaining, but what did the mannequin want? Why is it even alive? Did he imbue it with life? We get 0 here.
Well, and then isn't there a twist that... What's the twist at the end?
The twist is that she comes in as the witness, basically, that's going to
Right.
frame him. But there is no twist. It's not like we understand some piece of a puzzle that hadn't revealed itself up until now. It's just like she's shadowy silhouette girl. She's the witness. Oh, it's the mannequin. That was supposed to be the twist, I guess.
Wow.
It's not a bad twist. It's just completely unearned. And
Yeah,
it
because we
doesn't
don't know who she is or what she wants.
Exactly.
Right.
And we're just meant to look at that, those couple shots at the end of the episode and be like, oh, that's the mannequin. Okay.
We just had that mannequin episode. Wasn't it a mannequin episode where...
Retelling of that Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, it was like that thing. It was that really super sad ending where the guy was like
Oh,
dying. You remember which one I'm
yeah.
talking about?
With Medusa.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. It
So she's
wasn't
not
a
like a man.
mannequin, but
Well,
yes,
mannequin
she kind of
adjacent.
was. Yeah.
She's treated with the conventions of a mannequin.
And recently we had a fucking noir episode. We had the guy who created the John Hurd creates the portal and pulls the girl through, but he's in prison on trial for murder. Look, they lost the showrunner this year. That's kind of evident because nobody's comparing the stories and going, aren't these the same? Is this not too close in like, why are we having a second guy on trial recounting the events of the strange events that led him to this place? Like, but at least shift it to a further season.
Right. Please. It feels like we fell off a cliff between the last episode and this episode. I honestly thought that we were headed in a really good direction this whole season. I was pretty happy. And then it just feels like, whoa, somebody pulled the rug out.
It was you, Chris.
Oh,
What did I do?
You know what you did.
all your fault.
It's always my fault. I mean, at the end of the day, I was the one who got the ball rolling so long ago on wanting to watch Tales from the Crypt, so I'll take credit for being.
Yeah, man. We saw a mannequin episode there. We saw a mannequin episode in the new Twilight Zone. In fact, we saw a remake of the After Hours on New Twilight Zone, written by Rockney O'Bannon, friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast, Rockney O'Bannon. Look at that. He's name dropping, folks.
Night Gallery, that had a mannequin episode too. I had enough robots anyway that they qualified as mannequins. Enough statuaries. I don't know. I did not enjoy this one, even though I love seeing Jerry Orbach. I love seeing Richard Port now, a man who was made to be in period pieces. Like he should be chained up in those clothes because nobody does like 50s or 60s better than him. Was that not him and Barton Fink? But with the head on.
Yeah. He's a killer. He's amazing. And Orbach, amazing. I love watching that guy. He's just so talented. Chris, you're talking about the singing talent and everything. Yes, he's great. And when this started, like I was like, all right, crazy soup sandwich. I don't need this whole directly addressing the camera thing, but I'll go with it. I'll stick with it. Sure. Why not? Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
One thing that bugged me, because they don't make it evident that it's a confession or an interview with the police that's going on.
No, not at all. It's him directly addressing the camera. I did not think at any point he was talking to anybody other than me.
Right. And so maybe they thought that was going to be the twist. But to that point, yes, I believed he was talking to me as well, because at one point he hefts a cup of coffee into frame, and it's a ceramic cup of coffee. We might be in a diner. We're definitely in somebody's kitchen anyway. Where we are not is in the interview room of a police station. So
no,
that's like
they're not giving away ceramic mugs in a police station.
Just makes no sense at all. So that's dirty pool.
Yeah. Is Portnoy also the guy that says you want to see helicopters, or am I mixing them up with a different guy from Goodfellas? I think I'm mixing him up with a different guy.
Maybe. I know he's Howard Stern's dad in Private Parts.
Oh, he's so good at that.
Where he orders that guy back on the microphone.
Oh, God. Don't be stupid, you idiot.
Shut up. Sit down. Anything else on this one, guys?
No, I just wish it was better. You squandered all this talent. And the mannequin effect was okay. I just kept getting vibes of Sean Young when I was looking at Estelle. But yeah, what a disappointment.
The mannequin did look a tremendous amount like Estelle, but then no mannequin would have looked like Estelle, so it didn't make any sense. All right. Our next episode is Auld Acquaintances, and that's like Auld Lang Syne Acquaintances. Season 3, episode number 18, aired originally on March the 1st, 1987, written by Edith Swenson, directed by Richard Friedman, starring Sally Gracie and Linda Thorson. It's a witch fight. Two witches vie for control of a talisman over the centuries, taking turns wielding it a year at a time. What'd you think of this one, Chris?
Is that what was going on?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ. Talk about unintelligible nonsense.
Oh, they didn't say that 50 times, 60 times for you to figure that one out?
God, yeah.
Jesus.
When the episode wasn't getting in the way of itself, reminding us of what was going on constantly. I appreciate that they were like, let's write a bottle episode. They don't have to go very far. They don't have to do much. They don't have to go anywhere. It's just the two of these women beating the shit out of each other for 23 minutes. Okay. I'm on board with that. It's just not that entertaining, unfortunately. For me, anyways. However, I'm curious where y'all come into this. Because for me, I mean, it kind of lost steam about halfway through. I was like, all right, I don't know. I enjoyed it well enough. It's better than the last episode. That's for sure.
I really didn't need it to do the flashback to the first time that they met and had all of their stuff because I already figured all that stuff out through dialogue. And there's so much freaking dialogue in this episode. This felt like a radio drama. And I'm like, I don't need to see the live action of this. I just need to hear these ladies' voices because all they're doing is talking at each other. I will tell you that Linda Thorson, very easy on the eyes, but and Sally Gracie's voice reminded me a lot of Maureen Stapleton, I think.
Yeah.
Just
Definitely.
a little bit of sand in the voice there, but I thought it was really good, especially for a witch character. Kind of gave witches bad names, though, this whole thing. I think this is a very anti-witch episode, and I would like to file a report with the FCC, please.
You can take it up with the old man himself.
Old
Scratch.
Scratch.
Old Scratch. Heyo. There we are, Mike. Heyo, you owe me a Coke. Old Scratch himself, baby.
Linda Thorson, not her first time on Tales from the Darkside. She showed up in season 1. She got strangled by a telephone.
She sure did.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Good to see her back. She was good there. She's good here. Both actors are good. This is obviously a New York episode, just like the last one, drawn on that talent of New York. I'm trying to think of some good things to say about this particular segment. It's a little stage play. Two witches fighting over a fucking amulet. One is worse than the other, I guess. I don't know. I
didn't really care who won. Not at all.
No, wasn't invested in one or the other. They were both equally fucked, and they both were enthralled to Satan. They both get what they want. Here's the one thing I will point out, and I'll point this out just because over on the other show, I was talking to HP and we were talking about Massachusetts colloquialisms. And one of my favorites is Light Dawns on Marblehead, which is Marblehead is a town in Massachusetts. One of my best friends, Gretchen, lives there. And at the end of this episode, as she hefts the cat up, she says, I think you're going to like it at Marblehead. And I thought, wow, that's coincidental and weird. And obviously, Edith Swenson has spent some time in the Northeast. Marblehead butts up against Salem, Massachusetts, which is probably the connection because they're supposed to be from Salem. When we go to the flashback. By the way, oh my God, the effects in this episode are so good. With the snap in cuffs and then the twist in talisman, all the best that fishing line can buy.
I was about to say, I feel like if our audience could see you, they would realize you were lying because you're a very convincing liar, sir.
Yes. If this was a radio drama, you would have everybody have been like, really? Good special effect. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh,
no, I'm lying. They're terrible. I'm sorry.
The effects were special, all right.
They're very special. Yeah.
Yeah. They were very special. In terms of being cheap, they were special.
Really needed that much.
I don't really know what this was. This was, look, we didn't need a flashback if we could have just started in Salem and then it ended up here at the museum. That could have been something. And ultimately, I guess the lesson is don't try and take an amulet 2 weeks early because Satan will fuck you up.
I guess so. Yeah. Again, I was having a good time with this season. What happened?
I don't know.
Even these Edith Swenson episodes, some of them have been particularly good. And I'm just like, what happened again?
They're overtaxing poor Edith Swenson. She's always given so much to this season, and now and to your point, Chris, this is probably we need a bottle episode. We've spent this much on a budget. We've only got this much left. Can we recycle some of our locations here and maybe one location? Redress it.
Maybe. Redress it 4 different times.
Trying to be nice.
Yeah, we're careening towards the end of this season. So it feels like they're just like, yeah, whatever. Is anybody even paying attention anymore? Is anybody watching? Who cares? We'll just throw some bullshit at the wall and see what sticks. And yeah, boy, these 2 episodes are just prime examples of bullshit being thrown at the wall that not only doesn't stick, leaves a stinky residue. Because it's like Mike said, what the fuck are you doing taking away all this goodwill that you fostered with us, show? Like, I would say in a lot of ways, this might be the best show we've watched in terms of consistent quality over, like, time over quality or quality over time. It feels rather consistent. But all of a sudden, it's just like, nah, third season of the show just
We're
takes
done.
a fucking bath.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's cratering a bit. Keep in mind, we do have another season coming up. So it might redeem itself. That's usually what happens, right? As it limps along into a fourth season.
No, lies.
That has not been our experience.
No, sometimes it's twice as fucking long. And it's
Come
like the
on.
8th season is where it limps through. How dare you?
Did
I was there, man.
Shoot it in Canada?
Yeah, I was about to say, where was this shot? Fucking Tangiers?
No, mercifully, this show remains in New York and Los Angeles for the entirety of its run. So they don't cut those corners, at least. If it dips in quality, it's because talented people are fleeing for higher paying jobs in other areas of the entertainment industry.
Well, they're fleeing all right at fucking top speed. They can't run enough fucking fast enough away from this show. These anthology shows, I don't understand why they outstay their welcome so hard.
Everyone loves money.
Yeah.
I like money too. We should be friends.
Oh, God damn.
All right. On the next episode of Midnight Viewing, we'll be taking a look at the next 2 episodes of season 3. Those are The Social Climber and The Swap. Midnight Viewing is a proud member of Weirding Way Media Group. Our theme song was composed by HP with an assist by Donald Rubenstein. Until next time, where are you? Where can people find you? And what are you working on and all that shit, Mike?
I wish I knew where I was. I feel lost. It feels like I'm in a void, like I walked through a wall and now I'm in some sort of other dimension. Yeah, kind of like you, weirdingwaymedia.com. I wish I had other stuff that I could plug, but yeah, weirdingwaymedia.com. That's the thing. Other than the one show that Chris and I do with Richard Haddam and occasionally Father Malone. We're having him back pretty darn soon here. And that is Rankin' on Bond, which is our Patreon exclusive at the $10 level and up. Come on over to patreon.com/projection booth or patreon.com/culturecast. That's culturecast with a K, and sign on up and you can listen to quite a bit of us talking about James Bond films. It came in handy last night, Chris. I was at trivia and they had a whole bunch of anagrams, and I'm horrible at anagrams. They were all James Bond titles. So I just sat down and I wrote down every single James Bond title that we have covered so far and was able to provide that to some smarter people who were able to do those anagrams. But I played my part, so I felt pretty happy about that.
Tom Hanks, Otum Shank. That's all I could think of with the anagrams.
Words that rhyme with Urkel.
Yeah. Your ass or a hole in the ground.
How about you, Chris?
You can find me and all of what I do over at Weirding Way Media as well, and Patreon, and going over to Father Malone's Patreon because he's posting 2 episodes a week. Jesus, putting the rest of us to shame. What happened? What happened, man? You used to have free time. You don't anymore.
I would love some free time.
It's
Yeah,
all
speaking
this is
of-
self-imposed, pal.
Yes. Well, speaking of which, Monday's here. You can hear Father Malone's weekly roundup, or take a look at all the new releases and streaming episodes. And every Friday, if it's not going to be Tales from the Darkside, it's most likely going to be Fusco Fest. HP and I are taking a look at the works of John Fusco, screenwriter, his list of films. By the time you hear this one, our next one is going to be probably Loch Ness. Off to Scotland we go. All right. Let's see. You guys already covered all the Patreon and all that shit. So everybody subscribe and like and give us 5 stars. And thank you for joining us here at Midnight Viewing. Until next time, try to enjoy the daylight.
Hello, this is Aaron West. I am the author of the A24 New Wave. In this book, I look at A24's output and I make the argument that we are in a new wave movement right now. A24 plays a major role. This book has a supplemental podcast where each episode is a brief conversation about an A24 related topic, whether an actor, director, or even a genre. As I continue research for the book and conduct interviews, I expect to record podcast episodes with people involved with the company. You can find the podcast at cinejourneys.com or wherever you find podcasts, and we are proud to be members of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.